This stock will surprise everyone. I'm not a financial advisor, but some people who are might say that buying $50 of this before November 22nd is a good idea based on the research I've done. The company is Planet Labs, PL. They have a nearly $300 million contract with the German government to provide geospatial images of the Earth from the sky. And they have an undisclosed contract amount with the US government for national security. So they are able to diversify, selling their images to multiple countries. They also are in a very large growing market, given SpaceX has proven that you can be a space company valued in the high hundreds of billions. The ticker is PL, Planet Labs, and let's jump into a little info about why now is the time to buy. Not financial advice.
This is Sam Putnam. This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam. This is Sam Putnam.
So here is a little breakdown on their contract. This is the program. Daily satellite imagery data is pretty impressive. They've also got this. This is about 300 million, a little under, for satellite image AI-enabled intelligence with the German government. So they're kind of helping. They're like a Palantir for space. That would be the bull case. Of course, they're just a $1 billion company. They're not super advanced yet, but this is definitely positive. And then if we look into a little bit about similar tickers, well, Rocket Lab is a very important comparison to make. So this is PL right now. The reason why it's interesting right now is there's a little pause, well, a long pause actually, before mid-December earnings. That's crazy. Let's see when their earnings dates are. There's no way that Q3 earnings are coming up in mid-December, right? I mean, NVIDIA generally marks the end of the earnings season, so check in on that. But looking at Rocket Lab, this is Rocket Lab. And the moves it makes are pretty large, 50% in maybe 10 days. Big move back here as well. This company is choppy and speculative, so of course has faded off. But PL in that same sector has a similar likelihood of a move. So birds of a feather fly together, and Rocket Lab just coming out with earnings this afternoon. Seeing how this closes tomorrow could be a good sign if it's a strong close for PL. So we'll see. There's a good opportunity with PL. We can see it on the daily chart here. There's a downwards channel. Recently broke that channel. A little bit of a change of character to the upside. And we'll see how this opens tomorrow. But pretty easy spot to risk off of, somewhere in this 13 and change level, going back to this big distribution day where there was a lot of selling. And so there's a lot of people spread out among that candle. So that's PL. Now, here's that earnings date, December 8th. So that is really when it is. It's super late. I don't know why this little company has earnings in December, but they do. So as far as their money-making capabilities, well, it's not awesome. This is 2025, of course. The revenue was up 20% year over year, 70 million. and they did have about 5 million of EBITDA, so actual money in their corporate account. And this is a big backlog. $700 million is a lot. So that's a lot of new contracts, 500% year-over-year growth. You could say backlog is really suspect, but at the same time, a lot of these AI data center companies are reporting big backlogs, and those stocks are going up as well. So as public market investors, we have to follow the price of the stock and not, having to make a bet on how much of this backlog is actually going to become an actual contract. So these are not huge awards with the US government. Again, I mentioned the national security one is undisclosed, but this tenant change award for the geospatial agency contract for basically navigating ships with the help of satellite images. That's not nothing. That's a recent award, but it's not the 300 million with the German government. So they're an unprofitable company. They're a startup. We know this. They're in aerospace and defense and space broadly. And the best connection has to be with Rocket Lab, which looks like this. So there is a way to play SpaceX. DXYZ contains SpaceX. This company has gone on a crazy run. It was... This is after a reverse split, but this was a completely speculative market manipulation, allegedly, type move. Similar price action to that anyway. Even just recently, a year ago, this run was crazy. So I can't really look at this as some way to gain insight on what PL is going to do. For some reason, it doesn't like to use the 24-hour chart for PL, which is fine. You can look at one day, and then we can look at over hours gappy action. If you're super in the weeds here and you see this chart and this doesn't freak you out, well, if this gaps down a little, this level could be a good way to play off of. So you risk 20 cents, look for a 10% move up or so, and that's the idea. So PL. If you like these ideas, hit that like button. If you want a free course on how to buy stocks before they go up, hit that subscribe. I just posted that for subscribers. And if you want to join stockscommunity.com to get one-on-one help, head over to that URL. See you in the next one.
This is Sam Putnam. This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam. This is Sam Putnam.